Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, and you know what? It's okay to not hyper optimize your decks. Now I know this goes probably contrary to everything that you've heard, but and on the online creator sphere, and in Magic communities and stuff, we're always talking about optimization. How can we make our deck better, faster, just smoother, absolutely crank to the top? And one second, I do have at least one that's pretty hyper optimized, pretty well streamlined, and that is my Azusa deck, right? Every card in here is put in deliberately. Ooh, I actually have to make one change. Give me 1 second. This Dark Steel is a Blight Steel now. But it's designed to win and win as fast as humanly possible. But not every deck's got to be like this, right? Like Azusa, I have some fun playing it, but after playing like 1 or 2 games with it, gets kind of boring. And so what I wanted to talk about is how it's okay to build a deck that isn't the most optimized deck in the world. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get the best of the best cards. You don't have to order a bunch to get the card that's going to help you win on turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. Sometimes it's okay if you just want to sit down for a game of Commander and have a deck that is clunky. You win some, you lose some, and for you, it's just the journey of the deck. And so I've got a few of my decks in here, like the Riddle of the Sphinx, Shroom. I could do a whole lot more with Shroom. I do some blinking, I do some artifact recursion, and I do my silly thing with Magister Sphinx because it's a Shroom deck. You got to do the silly thing with Magister Sphinx. But we have decks like I'll here. I'll's a pretty dated commander. This deck is not optimized at all. It isn't. I play a bunch of big dumb creatures in here. And yeah, some of them are good, like Crater Hoof or like Galta. But also, there isn't a whole lot to streamline it to get it to do a whole bunch of things very fast. It is a very slow, very clunky deck. It just does its thing in a slow and clunky manner. And we got to ask ourselves, where is that line between, building a deck to have lots of fun and building the deck so that it has the best chance at winning every time? For me, I have about, at this point, it's somewhere between 55 and 65 decks. I lost track. That is a problem. But lately, with a lot of the decks, a lot of times I'll order cards that I don't have or extras. But for the latest decks I've been ordering, or not ordering, building. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do this one. I just kind of build with what I have sitting around me in my bulk. So this is, oh my goodness, I just sleeved it, so the sleeves are terrible. This is Cleopatra, Exiled Pharaoh. She's from the Assassin's Creed set. I wanted to build her because I really, really like history, and I wanted to build a deck around her. And this deck is not optimized at all. I haven't put it on Moxfield yet. I've got to put some of my new ones on there, maybe do some deck techs on them. But we've got some good cards, but like my mana base is mostly basics. Non-matching basics at that, so cringe there. We've got some commons, uncommons, just a bunch of stuff thrown in from all over. You can see some proxies I have in here because I didn't want to buy more fetch lands. Dark Banishing. Has anybody seen this card be used in the year of our Lord 2026? Just in here, not overly. This deck isn't designed to win as fast as possible. So the theme of this deck is like putting counters on some legends, a lot of opponents' legends, a lot of my own legends, and then killing them to draw cards. And you see random stuff in here like a Patra. We have braids in here. But the deck is just we have Zuifit in here. Yeah. And a sub theme, you could always go with a different commander and swap it out for Craven the Hunter. But yeah, it's not the most optimized deck in the world. But you know what? The when I've been goldfishing it and things like that, it's just so much fun. I don't care if I lose every single game with this. It feels like a deck that I just absolutely want to play and just have fun with, whether I win or whether I lose. It's just something that's fun to me, and that's what a lot of my older decks, like my I'll deck here, are designed to do. They're just modern updates for cards that and commanders that I had back in the day that are power crap. That's the same thing with Janara. Janara is an old commander, and I want to let you know it's okay to optimize your decks, but it's also okay if commander's that game where you're like, man, I don't want to put a lot of money into it. It's my like escape mechanism for the week, helps me get away. Then it's okay to not optimize. Me, I try to find that happy middle ground. Like Cleopatra's not optimized. Azusa is about as optimized as I can get it, other than some pet cards that I really want to keep in it. And I have everything in between. And I watch things like Trinket, I watch creators like Trinket Mage, 3 Elk, Salubrious Snail, Maultown, those guys, like just watching everybody and like the optimization. And sometimes I go with some of their ideas, and then sometimes I'm like, you know what? I just want my deck to be clunky. I want it to have that random variance. That's another reason why I don't run a lot of tutors. And I also, when I do my deck techs, don't do a lot of tutors because I personally like variance. Now, with my deck techs, of course, you can always take the idea, run with it, make it your own. That is absolutely what you should do. Think of them as like a pre-con idea that you can upgrade, change, make your own, give it your spark. And if you like lots of tutors and consistency, that's cool. If you don't, like me, that's cool too. I like the randomness of Commander. I run tutors in very, very few of my decks. I run game changers in very, very few of my decks. And it's all because like I like the random clunkiness. With game changers, a lot of them streamline your decks really, really well. And so when I just want this clunky stuff, you know, when I just want to cast my World Spine Worm, or I want to plop out a Rampaging Baloths without having a whole lot of landfall ability in my deck. It's just a fun time. This is a pretty short one. You know, let me know where you land on this. Do you think that hyper optimization is the way to go? Do you think that ultra casual is the way to go? Or do you like playing somewhere on that spectrum in between? Are you like me where you've got things that go for all angles? But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.